brethren Nati, the
Yes,
coin
yes,
guy.
yes. Long overdue conversation.
Yeah, man. I'm so happy we finally get a chance to do this because you one of the greatest inspirers and motivators and artists in the space. And um, I know we got things to build on today. And I just would
Right.
love for my audience who don't know about you already to be exposed to the fresh mindsets and insights you bring into the Web3 to infinity and beyond.
Right. And likewise, like you a guy that I really revere for what you was doing in the space early, and now a lot of people are doing what the things that you had started early. So it's an interesting conversation on both sides, and I definitely want to expose my people to you as well, because you're
Thank
somebody that
you.
inspires and motivates as well. Your perspective online is different. It's refreshing because a lot of people are just set into certain mindsets that are just like, oh, and you come through and just like fearlessly just break mindsets simple, like with words, like simple, where you get it easy. So Illuminati Congo, bless up,
Thank
King.
thank you, Brethren. That means much to me.
Facts.
So yeah, man, like I don't even know the enigma of Nadi so much. All I know is when I started like connecting with you, my brethren Jadan Blackamore,
Mhm.
he reached out. He was like, he
That's
was
my
like, oh
OG.
yeah, he was like, Nati, yeah, he great people, man. It's good y'all building. It's good y'all building. So when he reached out and said that, I was like, okay, cool. I know we made the right synchronization.
Yeah.
So what's your link like? You seem to have a lot of cool connections with a lot of dope artists from you know
Mm-hmm.
foundational artists. So how
Yep.
how how have you maneuvered yourself in these realms to form good relationships with people?
All right, so Jadan, that's like my big bro. So first I was a fan of Jadan. I grew up in the boot camp era, Brooklyn, Flatbush. So that was like when I heard him on Soundboy Burial, them times I didn't know Jadan, but from then he was a legend. So
Mm-hmm.
I had a group called the Thunder Lions. It was myself, a guy named Isaac Faith, Ita Torch. And we were doing this like hybrid, like rap mixed with reggae type of vibe, reminiscent of like boot camp click. And Jadan is one of the people that used to come through to the studio we were working at, and he would critique and help us like with certain things as far as like concept. You know what I'm saying? Putting things together because he's a little more knowledgeable because he's been in it so long. So
Yeah.
so it started as a fan with him, but me, I've just been around in a lot of studios. I've been like a fly on the wall in a lot of situations, like since like a youth, just moving around here like in the 90s and just moving through studios. I always was a rapper. I always used to draw. I always was an artist. So I used to move in these artistic circles, and meet these people before they were, you know, big people. A lot of people that I came up on the journey with, I know them from fruition. Like Nipsey Hussle, I know Nipsey, no beard. You know what I'm saying? Trying to get his Bullets Ain't Got No Name tapes out there, trying to break into a New York fan base. So we brought him over here, break him to the fan base over here, like just moving around and being accessible and being in the it spots and knowing, working in
Mm-hmm.
labels, working in magazines, interning like crazy when I was younger, just moving around in the circle and just keeping good contacts with people.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, that can only happen. You can only synchronize like that if you definitely are somehow
On a frequency.
adding value.
Value.
Yeah. So
Definitely. Definitely. And graphics. I'm always a person that sees something. Even though I do my own art, I do my own rap, I can still see in other people like, whoa, there's something there. And I can assist and help them to get that to where it needs to go. That's in me too as an artist. Like I'm not one of them people that's just like I know something and it's just my whole mission is to get artists to recognize themselves as monetary value and not to
mm,
whore yourself out, but just to know like you're valuable. You know what I'm saying? The things you do are valuable. So that's just my mission and I stick to it, It's a lot of trials along the way of doing it, but I stick with it, bro. It's just natural, King.
well, you definitely when I put out my first NFT, I don't think as many people would have understood uh, the value, or at least invested in the value, if you hadn't have been as excited about it and supporting of it like you did.
Mm-hmm.
So one, I thank you for that, but two, uh, that it just goes to show that you definitely have a lot of people that value uh, your insights in the space,
Mm-hmm.
from early on, from
From
early on.
early. Yep. Because a lot of these people, I was training them on crypto before even NFTs. So I have a relationship with crypto for a long time. For a lot of people, I onboarded them into the crypto world. So when NFT came around, and I told people early, like, yo, this is gonna be like, this is the art world in crypto form. Like, we need to get into this early. We need to
Hmm.
be the people that's owning things early. So they trusted it. And yours was an easier promotion than any of the others because it came with a physical asset. That's what made it just like mind blowing to people. Like, people weren't even doing unlockables then; they were just selling straight art. And then yours had an unlockable. You getting the physical asset, and when you see the physical asset and hold it in your hand, bro, when I got my first one, I was addicted. I was like, oh, I gotta get a few more of these. Like, I'm
Yeah,
not even letting him sell all of these out, and I'll get a few. Then I was telling everybody in my chat, like, get these, get these, get these. So
for sure. And I still haven't even fulfilled all that I want to do for all of my collectors yet, because I didn't really know what I was doing. Like,
exactly.
I was just I knew that I was creating value by creating this coin,
Yep.
and I knew that the best way for people to have a certificate of that was on the blockchain. And that's all I really knew. And I knew that the people who collected it, they were going to be part of a special club of people
Right.
who believed in me, uh, and could see the economic experiment from early on. But I
Right.
didn't I didn't know, like, I thought I would be able to, like, reach people from my Instagram still, but then that, they started meddling with that, with my relationships there, with the shadow banning and restrictions. And so, like, now I did set up a Discord so that I could begin to connect with people. But once again, like we were talking about in your space the other day, that on or you're live on IG, things are always changing, and to figure out the best way to support your community,
Mm-hmm.
it might not always be a Discord. There has to be new ways we find that
Yep.
are more convenient for our community. And I'm still in formation. I feel a little bad about it, that is, it's
You
taken
shouldn't.
long, but
You shouldn't.
exactly,
You
because
shouldn't.
the crypto market, things go down, and we have to
Exactly.
figure out, we have to go to the drawing board, and find ways to
Mm-hmm.
add on value at those points.
And the crazy thing about that is, you see, us as creators, we understand that creation takes time. So we shouldn't feel bad because we have to take some time off. We have to think about our mental health. We got to think about things we have to do in real life, with real life other business going around. When you buy an NFT, I don't think that the people were as educated as they should have been as far as what they're buying. Like, you have a certificate. You can say, I interacted with CoinGod back when, boom, from
Hmm.
fruition. I have this certificate. I interacted with Illuminati Congo back when, boom. That may not flip the day after. You got to give us time to go back, build up more things, build up more catalog, add more value to ourselves, put out more projects, bring more people in. Now, those people are going to want the things from those times. That's when your value is going to go up and you can do all the flip. But everybody got just baffled by the quick flips that were going on, because there was a
Hmm.
lot of quick flips that was going on. I even enterprise off of a quick flip myself.
Hmm.
So everybody thought that that's what it was going to be. Like, even my crowd, a lot of people that seen what I did with the Kid 8, they had pressure on me as far as like, oh, well, if you did that with Kid 8, I need to be selling yours for that price now. And I'm like, you got to give things time sometimes, bro. You can't just rush the thing because you want to see the monetary value in it. It's the relationship that you have. I'm an early investor in Knxtti. Years later, when something builds up of Knxtti, there's something going on now that's called token gated. So all of my original people that ever bought from me, I can make a token gated experience for them. Those tokens only can access this experience, and then they get the value of what they put in early.
Right.
Somebody else that's coming in new is going to have to pay a different premium to get that same access that you have because you were an original. But they have to give us time to take time off, like I said, get our mentals together, design more, go through the process of creation. You know what I mean? When
For
a when a
sure.
when a woman has a child, it's 9 months for the youth to come. Like, it don't come just because you want a youth to come tomorrow. You ain't gonna come. It has to grow, and when it does come, it still have to be taught how to do things on its own in order for it to go. So people thinking things is gonna flip in a minute. Nah, man. Even with the crypto market, I see everybody scared. Scared you're supposed to be accumulating more and putting the message out there more because everybody's lazy investors. They sit back, they invest in something. I want to see it go. You have to go out there and spread the word too and let people know of the value here to bring in new people so that it's an ecosystem that we can operate with. I don't think people understand
Yeah.
really what crypto is, bro.
Yeah,
They don't.
that's one of the most important things, especially like with the artists that we
Mm-hmm.
support, like with coins, you know. Yeah, you want to know about the protocol and what it's doing and be able to speak on it. If you finna hold them coins, you know,
Right.
you want that. But it's even easier and makes more even more sense when it's an artist you love.
Way
Go
better.
go to your friends, show them the dope art that you have. You know what I'm saying? Have viewing parties, just like a gallery, and check out some dope art together, because all every NFT I collected, I be taking time to show when people be coming over. I just
Mm-hmm.
put my NFTs
Exactly.
on and I just show them what you think about this. You like this? Oh, you this guy named this, and just putting people on every day.
That's it. You can't let the buck stop at you. If I was just showing Knxtti, I'd be limited. I got to show everything dope around me. I got to show the whole ecosystem. You might like and connect with Illuminati Congo more so than Knxtti. There's nothing wrong with that. That's your vibe. You connect with it. Now you're in the ecosystem. That's what, like, you got to be selfless in this space. You can't be like on some shit like you are the gatekeeper. This is supposed to be anti that. We're building something that's supposed to be anti. Don't bring that here again, because what we have right now with crypto is just a medium. Like, this is something we can utilize or we can fuck up.
Right.
You understand? People don't understand that this technology can't fuck up if the mindset, everything that moves the world is our frequency. It's not nothing. It's not. It's us. So when we decide to, nah, this shit is nothing, and I don't like this no more, and crypto's bad, and this and all this FOMO and all that kind of shit, we can fuck it up
Yeah,
for us.
for
It's not gonna.
sure.
It's not gonna fuck up as a whole because it's a system that they need to. So it's gonna go, but we can fuck it up for us and be back in time again. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, yeah.
That's how I feel.
It's important that people are in a space who can see the value of it and are ready to add on. And there's so many different ways to do
Mm-hmm.
so. It's like, yeah, if you're a creator, create some. If you code. If you're good at talking with people, if you're good
Yeah.
at finding dope art, if you good at understanding how a certain technology can help address
Mm-hmm.
problems, there's so many ways you can just come into the space and have a useful voice that
Mm-hmm.
that is somehow contributing to the end result of this thing.
Exactly. Exactly. It takes a village. So once that's why I like the artist community, because the artist community bring a value that no one else can bring. It's beyond money with us. It's a vibe, it's a feeling, it's an emotion, it's an attachment for something different. It's the art. So people, when you exchange art to somebody, the value I feel is automatically exchanged because I'm exchanging emotion, I'm exchanging information, I'm exchanging all these things with you if you can tune into the art. So it's not like a monetary, everybody's locked into just the monetary value of Web3, like, oh shit, it's a whole bunch of money. No, go back and research the cypherpunks. See the original reason. Like, this was supposed to kind of replace money, not become money.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Now we made it some stock market shit. It wasn't supposed to, it was anti that. It was started
Mm-hmm.
as a way that we can just peer to peer kind of exchange without all of that type of stuff, you know.
Yeah,
Now,
yes, it's a
yeah,
complementary. It was supposed to be a complementary currency,
exactly,
where, all right, the Fed has their thing,
yeah,
or the governments have theirs, but the
yeah,
people can also have their thing, and
transact.
it could be governed by the people. And there's so many protocols that are still doing that, that are still sticking true to that as well. But everything gets mixed up in
Yep,
the sea of the Web3, and so it's
it's
important to tap in with people who might have insight.
yeah, and it's just the way it's been promoted. It's been promoted too monetarily, but this type of
Mm-hmm.
thing has been going on. Like it's just a digitized version of something that's been going on, which is social currency.
That's it.
Um, in the 1700s, black people, coming out of slavery and all that kind of stuff. In the 1700s, we were barred out from a lot of things. So our back was against the wall. We couldn't spend, we couldn't do certain things, we couldn't go certain places. Because of that, we built our own social economics
Yeah.
between us. That's where you see Susu and all these type of concepts that come back from. We had to use these things to survive. We couldn't borrow from a bank. We couldn't do these type of things. So within us, we already had a cryptocurrency. We were already we these markets aren't nothing new. They just rebranded them and digitized them, bro. Look,
So this is a
look,
gold
look.
certificate from
Exactly.
New Hampshire, a New
Mm.
Hampshire gold back. It's real gold on
See?
the certificate, and it's a form of money that
Yeah.
people would, different
Except,
states
except,
would print up money, villages would print up their own money, and people would
exactly,
be able to transact with this so that there wouldn't be a monopoly on the money
exactly,
system.
exactly. And that's what will eventually go on. Even like if our back is against the wall, if tomorrow we can't get, like if things get bad to that point, we'll have to create our own monetary systems amongst each other locally. It
Mm-hmm.
breaks down to a local thing when the feds and the government and all that it has to break down to local order, it breaks down naturally.
Mm-hmm.
So we've always been doing these forms of things. It's just that they make it so complex. They make it so understandable. Even like with NFTs, right now when I promote my NFTs, I say digital collectibles as opposed to NFT, because when people hear NFT, it automatically triggers some technological shit that's too metaverse and all, like feeding the people too much too fast. I feel like, and
Or just triggers a scam in their head.
yeah, yeah, just like Forex. When you tell people Forex, I do Forex trading, people to this day think, oh, I'm scamming. No, and I have people in my chat making money all day off of Forex. There's no scam. You can go and ask people, it's no scam to it, but people are so tuned into if it's like it's got to be a scam. Like, I don't know. A lot of people are going to lose out because of that. Just
For
just
sure.
being scared of risk.
Yeah, for sure. But
Hmm.
they never even really took the time to call the Federal Reserve notes a scam, and they never took the time to call any of the other stuff that they dealing with a scam.
You know
But
why though? We were never privy to the information to see how that kind of stuff moves. So to us, it's a scam because it's new information that we can't process. We're scared of it. Like the scam is really within us. It's not. It's not that that thing is a scam. Yeah, it's not that that is a scam. It's like I can't process it. Is what they're saying. So it takes people like you and I that that they can identify with, and they
hmm
see us interacting with it. We lead a lot of people into this. A lot of people wouldn't be here if Illuminati Congo or Anadi wasn't here. You know what I'm saying?
hmm
And I don't
for
like using the
sure.
influencer word because I don't call myself an influencer. I don't like the whole connotation of an influencer, but we are onboarders. You know what I'm
hmm
saying?
hmm
Real talk.
and just people who have enough just creativity and vision to want to
Hmm.
talk about the things that's move for us, because it I'm able to see for sure, beyond a doubt, that there is potential for us to secure privacy, liberty, and financial resources
More than ever.
through this.
More than
And
ever.
that it's beyond a doubt for me. But I
Yep.
also know beyond a doubt that it can be used for further enslavement, for
Yep.
social credit systems, and
Yep.
for furthering poverty as well. And
Exactly.
so is as you were saying to your point before, it's going to take us being present in the space with new and better ideas, and making sure that other people who come into the space, dispel some of their fears
Hmm.
around it, so that we can add on. What we're seeing is the potential.
I'm gonna tell you the truth, and this is a solution that hurts many when I say it. But a lot of the old cats, I'm not gonna spend too much time trying to. The youths, I'm on the youths heavy, bro. Like I want the youths to know coding as a second language. Like that's because I'm looking at a lot of people that just don't even want to do email. They don't want like simple things. And for me to explain Web3, bro, sometimes I find myself in conversations where I'm trying to explain NFTs and I'm feeling like I'm villainized. Like I have to
Right.
explain it. Like, bro, I don't have to explain it. I'm operating in it successfully. It's either you want to open up your mind and see what is this that I'm doing that I'm obviously successful in, or you want to remain ignorant to it. But I'm not gonna take time. The kids that come to me now and they're like, yo, you got NFTs, and that's who makes me like, oh yeah, I'm staying here. Because the youths are excited about it. So I know if I teach them it, then it's gone. But a lot of the older people that don't want to, and I hate saying the word old, but a lot of them, and I say old because of the mindset more so than the body. A lot of
Yeah.
the old mentality people that don't want to see the potential in this and only see it as a coin, because there's a lot of people that got in, that I've been telling about Bitcoin for the longest, but they got in at Dogecoin and they thought that they was doing something. You know what I mean? Like, nah, man, you got to come in here and really read white papers, understand the culture.
Yeah.
You got to do that. You
Yeah,
have to.
it's sad when people come in and get wrecked off of a shit coin, or
Yep.
something, and
Yep.
then they are traumatized to ever know the real value
Yep.
of the space.
Yep.
uh,
That's why I think it grew too fast. It grew too much too fast. Like that spike was a kind of big spike, but I mean, it's good for the space for people to see that. But when you get too caught up in the monetary value before people understand the technology and the use case of it, it's like you lose a beautiful thing in vanity. Because people are looking
mhm.
at it just as the money value of it. No, do you understand what Ethereum is? Do you understand what Bitcoin is? It's a technology. It's not like a money. Like I don't even like saying I don't even like calling it cryptocurrency.
Mhm.
Like it's it's just people got to understand exactly what it is that they're interacting with before they interact with it, and understand the value of what they're interacting with, and then I think they'll understand more. Because if you have Ethereum right now, you see it go down, but you know the things that you can still interact and do on the Ethereum network, you're not really looking at you're not tied into the monetary value. Damn, I need more Ethereum because if this is limited, I need to be buying more. Because the things that I do with my Ethereum, I'm gonna need Ethereum to do it.
For
So it
sure.
takes it takes the people on the Ethereum side to make sure that they keep up with the technology and keep things going and keep it a robust environment for the crowd that uses it, and then the people that's out there on board into it, and it'll always have monetary value. It just has to have a use case. Phil?
Yeah, man. So tell me about this vending machine thing that you had going on. I seen there was some next level stuff popping. Was that during the New York NFT
Yeah,
thing?
NFT NYC. Yep. So Popcom, that's owned by a black female named Dawn Dickerson, and she wanted to do something special with NFTs and physical. So she came to me because she's somebody that, I taught a lot about crypto too, just following me. So she was like, when I wanted to do it, I want to do it with you. So we did the project together. We put about 10 NFTs in a vending machine, New York City, Hilton Hotel, and just told the crowd about it and sold out with under an hour. Like one lady came and she bought up 6 of them. So she was like, I want all 6. Like, I seen your art. I love your art. I want all 6 of them, whatever's left in the machine.
That's what
And
I'm
just,
talking
we
about.
filmed everything, caught everything. Cause now I'm on some document everything shit.
Yeah.
Cause just talking online and telling people is not enough. They like the visuals. They want to
They
see.
don't get it. Like I've
Yeah.
had 3 NFTs sell out consecutively, faster
Mm-hmm.
and faster every
Mm-hmm.
time, like
Every time.
in their collections. So it's not just, you know one
Exactly.
NFT. It's
Right.
like the first one was 140.
Mm-hmm.
That took 12 hours to sell out. It was a
Look,
music
come on.
NFT. And then the next one, which was the next one? uh the shamanic roots one, and that sold out within 8 minutes.
Mm.
And then the third one, the beans on acid song, that one took that was like 90 seconds. for 75 copies
To sell
to
out.
sell out, and
Come on.
it just keeps getting faster.
Yeah.
Uh, and
That means you have the most essential thing, a community.
a community,
That's
yeah.
what people don't get. They think I'm just gonna
And
pop up and do this.
the other thing for me has been a team,
Mm-hmm.
because if like there are people who can do it without a team. No, don't
Yeah.
get me wrong.
Very
There's
few.
people who are like coders and they're artists and they do
Few.
everything. Yeah,
Mm,
but the team. If I didn't have a team, none of this would have happened.
that's a fact. That's a
Yeah.
fact. Same, likewise, because I have Cherie, I have people on my team that help me too. It's Coin God, but it's not Coin God alone. There's a lot of work behind the scenes, so I understand exactly what you mean.
Yeah.
But to be able to say you sold out, and people don't understand it, it's just you have to know your crowd. If I don't have 10,000 people, I'm not gonna make an NFT with 10,000 copies. Like people just got caught up into that 10,000 copies PFP. They got caught up into that, and that I think is what really made the market kind of that washed the market out. All of
Mm-hmm.
these little projects. One of my boys told me he bought something called a lousy lobsters or something like that. So I'm like, why did you invest in a lousy lobster? What vibe does that give you? I don't know. It's just an NFT. I'm like, no, I invest in things whereas even if the monetary value go down, the emotional value of what I got, the art, it, it, it covers that. I don't care
For
about a.
sure.
There's no
For sure.
loss. There's no loss.
Now I got some NFTs that are sort of ugly, but I'm gonna
Mm-hmm.
tell you this: when I look at them, they make me laugh or they bring me
Exactly.
joy. Like
Exactly.
there's something fun about them for me, so I'm not mad. There may be a couple. There's a couple from at the beginning when I
Mm-hmm.
just didn't know what I was doing,
Me
and
too.
I bought a couple little ugly
Me too.
things,
I
and
thought that's what it was. I thought that was what an NFT was. The
right.
frogs, all that kind of stuff. Yeah.
Right, and I got them sitting there, and even those are good memories for me.
Exactly.
Luckily, I don't have too many of them.
But the ones you have a value to you because you can remember this is the first time I ever interacted with Red Bull, or this is the first time I ever like. It's a reason behind them. I got caught with some calls. I got some calls that was fake. This is early in the game. I seen calls, and I'm the way they did it is they were smart. Whoever that was, they knew the market, right? So they sent. I think who was it that I saw? I think it was Lindsay Lohan. So they sent some to Lindsay Lohan's wallet. So I'm looking through Lindsay Lohan's wallet, thinking I know how to look through people's wallet, and I seen some calls. And I said, "Oh shit, calls got it. I'm going because I'm a calls fan anyway." Went
Right.
and bought them up. They was fake. They was fake. I
That's
still
how.
I still kept one of them. I burnt some of them, but I kept one just for the memory of it. I didn't even feel bad about it. I was just like, all right, that taught me a new method now. Because from that, I knew that I could transfer from my wallet to other people's wallet, and that was early, and I made relationships off of that with a
Mm-hmm.
lot of people. So I didn't get
Mm-hmm.
mad at the transaction. You understand what I'm saying?
For sure. For sure. Yeah. There's so much. There's so much spam for sure though now
Yep.
in the NFTs.
Yep.
When they figured out how to do them free joints.
I go on my wallet and see shit all day. I'm trying to send them to burn. I don't want those in my wallet because I don't even know if that's something that's coming with some nefarious, coding in it and try to do the things in the wallet.
What's dope is some of these protocols are making things where you could come burn your NFT and get a free
Exactly.
NFT from them.
Exactly.
And then that one is actually could have some value later down the line because that
Of
it's a
course.
protocol that decided to do something with the failures.
Right. Exactly. Burn that and you get a shirt. Burn the fake ones and you get a piece of merch or you get discount on some merch or so many ways you can do that.
Mm-hmm, for sure.
They used to have the burn on Rarible at first. I don't know if Rarible, I haven't interacted with them in a while, but they used to have the burn mechanism on Rarible because I used to burn NFTs that I didn't want.
Oh, that yeah, I need that because I got things that I made on there that just got that
Yeah.
when I was trying to figure it out, and the things wouldn't upload properly, and it's just
Uh-huh.
like a blank image
Yeah.
or something.
Yeah. Rarible changed up their protocol too. They changed up a lot of stuff they had before. So I miss the Rarible days when you was getting like the Rari. like the Rari airdrops. Oh my god,
Oh
that was so
yeah,
beautiful. That was beautiful.
yeah. I know you made a big bag because
What?
you was one smashing it on Rarible, man.
Early, early. So Real Bull, yeah, Real Bull was dope. But I think too many people started smashing it, and they ended up giving out so much that it was like, nah, we got to change it. We can't, like, give out all that value, because they was giving out real, like, I'm talking about real money, bro. They giving you like 40, 50 Raris, and at that time Raris like $48 or something like that. Like just on a, like, weekly. This is like weekly coming through. You know what I mean? Like, nothing beats crypto, bro. Crypto's different.
Yeah, man. I've recently now just starting to get some dope airdrops just for anybody who who know or don't know, like Cosmos, the Cosmos
Oh, Cosmos.
ecosystem. They
Mm-hmm.
got it's like they all about airdrops. If you
Mm-hmm.
got anything staked over there or ever staked anything, you probably got airdrops just waiting for you. People, I know people came up hella off the Cosmos airdrops this year already, like $20,000 airdrops just for staking maybe like 10 atoms somewhere.
Oh, that's lit.
Yeah, man. I didn't get that, but I've got a few like the Evmos
Mm-hmm.
airdrop. That one was. Did you get Optimism?
Nah, I got Uni. I got the
Oh, you got
ENS.
yeah
Yeah.
Uniswap. I didn't get Uniswap. I didn't get ENS.
Yep, I got Uniswap early, and I ended, like, I sold it. Like, I didn't understand at those times. Like, that was my first airdrop, and I was so excited because it's like I never got that much free money. Like, I just got free money just for interacting. I was like, what? Let me take this before it go down. I didn't understand the economics. Like, if I held that a little longer, it would have been crazier. It would have
That's
been crazier.
that's what I'm saying. When I get the drops, I can't bring myself to sell it all right away. Like I feel like a third or a fourth
That's how I
is
feel
just
now.
yeah, that's as much as I could do, and then the rest I got to play with it in the ecosystem.
See, I didn't understand at that time. All right, when I came into crypto, I didn't get the value 100%. I just had some people that told me buy some Bitcoin, and
Right,
you know what I mean? They were
right.
doing other things. Buy some Bitcoin, you're gonna be lit. Bought some Bitcoin, never spoke to them again, didn't know where they went, and just had the Bitcoin sitting there. So I never cared about Bitcoin until one day I seen it on the news, like Bitcoin 20,000 or whatever, and I'm looking like I got all my stuff. Because one thing about me, I keep shit packed. So I went, I seen, oh shit. What? All right, I'm going to Africa. That's the first thing I said, and I went. Because I always dreamed that. I was like, I'm going to Africa. Like, if I had that type of money, I'm going to Africa. Got the money, went to South Africa, bro. I didn't even want to
Cool.
come back.
Too cool.
I came back here, like, this was pre-COVID. This was 2019. I came back here to kind of, like, set myself up, see my family, whatever. Like, let them understand that, yo, I'm about to be out. Like, it's cheap to live over there. I can deal with the social problems. It's nothing. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like, I can trade and stay over there and trade and just come back here, like, for the summertime, but stay, like, I want to avoid the cold, basically.
Yeah.
So I was like, I'm gonna spend half of the year there and then come back here back and forth. Then
Right.
COVID hit and just shut all those plans down, bro. Shut it down. So I don't know. The world is just a wild place right now, but definitely anybody that has African roots, don't look at Africa as a place, because I went out there ignorant. When I first went out there, I'm thinking, all right, it's Africa. I'm gonna see certain things, like old mindset. Even
Yeah.
though and even though I'm a technological youth and I go on YouTube and I see certain things, I still have certain ignorances. Till you touch that ground, you're gonna have certain ignorances. When I went out there and I seen what was going on, I'm like, bro, why are we not coming back here and build? Like, we really disconnected with our shit, because we supposed to be back here, kind of like the media and all that type of stuff. We could go back there and boss up off of us just being Americans and interacting in this and understanding the media from our perspective. We could go out there and start companies, media companies, and really, all they don't, a lot of them have no infrastructure, that they need some creatives to come in there, but the youths are fully ready to go. Like,
You know,
they
Haile
diligent.
Selassie, you know what he said?
Yeah,
He
yeah.
said Africa awaits its creators.
It's over.
That's what he said.
Yeah.
And for me, that's one of the most important words of him, is that Africa awaits its creators. Because
Yeah.
one, it's he's letting you know who you are.
Mm-hmm.
You a creator, just
Mm-hmm.
like he is. So it's I and I, but
Mm-hmm.
two, it's letting us know the potential of what we can do.
Yeah.
And it's not even just about Africa. It's not even just about that landmass,
It's the
even though that
diaspora.
exactly, even though that
Caribbean
landmass
too.
is the most
Yeah.
resourceful landmass on the planet,
Yeah.
uh, but it's also the, like
The
you're saying,
diaspora.
the diaspora is the most resourceful on the planet as well. They go
Yes.
hand in hand.
Yes. Look at Nigeria, even though a lot of people in Nigeria using it for whatever, whatever, but look at them, they're up on technology. Them youths out there know the phone, bro. Like
Mm.
they know technology. They ain't no left back. Like people always look at Africa as like it has a left back mentality. Nah, in South Africa, I heard the best music, bro. I was in love out there, bro. I heard the best music. I hung with people that you could have stepped on their shoe. They in poverty, bro. Certain people that I went around, they was in poverty compared to what we are up here. But you
Hmm.
can't tell because of the vibe. Like they happy people, bro. Like their money stretches longer. You up here trying to spend to get the approval. They out there just chilling, listening to good music. They bringing out the sound on a Saturday, and everybody is dancing and like synchronized dances. Like they together, bro. You can feel the vibe. Like, all right, the people are together. Like you feel it. You
Now I
feel
would
me?
say for sure, but I would say to the point of Garvey or someone of that stature, that while we can find small victories and triumphs uh by landing in certain states there, unless there's some type of centralized thing for black people, for black people, because black people is a different thing,
Mm-hmm.
uh is classified a different thing at times
It
by
is.
the people in Africa, by
Yep.
the people of these different states. We might not necessarily be seen as
We're not.
African.
We're not.
And exactly, we have roots that extend. Enough of us have roots that extend even here in the Americas, indigenous roots that extend from this land as well. So when we think about it, there has to be some type of uh
Unified
a,
thing.
a unified front where,
We we
where
were
we don't.
all we were all African until we were black.
Yeah.
And that's where the disconnect came. If we never were black and we just remained African, then it would be an easy solution. But we became black.
Hmm. And
That's what I feel.
yeah, that's to that point. It's like how Black Uhuru speaks, is the whole world is Africa. Uh,
Exactly.
when we understand it from that standpoint,
Mm-hmm.
that that's closer to an absolute truth.
Exactly.
But still, we're just using the context of Africa because uh, that landmass is, regardless of what anybody says, we know that the melanated people of the planet uh, have a right to benefit from the resources
Of the
of
exactly.
that land.
Exactly.
And there's not much benefit happening. Like, did you see what they said about Uganda, that they found
Uh-huh.
the amount of double the amount of gold that's been mined up
Yeah.
to this whole time? Now, who knows
Yeah.
how true this is, because you have to figure that out through science. Like,
Right.
if you haven't even mined the gold yet in Uganda, it's just a speculation that
Yeah.
it's there. But that's pretty interesting. It's there's ramifications all around. It's like ramifications for the progress of Africa with that, but there's also ramifications for the progress of the crypto market because of
Mm-hmm.
that. What do you think about this?
You see,
Uh,
you see gold. You see gold on its way down. You see, like,
right after that announcement.
let me tell you this. I seen gold. Shout out to my guy Cobain, which is my mentor, my educator on the charts. I seen he taught me some stuff on the chart, and I started researching death crosses and and golden crosses. These are like the crosses of the 50 EMA and the 200 EMA on the chart. I seen a cross of the 50 and the 200 on the 4 hour on gold. I think it was back last year, probably like October or something like that. And this is when everybody was buying. Like everybody that I knew that was getting some kind of money was getting jeweled up. And I was into some money, and everybody looking at me like, yo, bro, you need to get a Cuban. You need to. I'm like, bro, I'm waiting till next year. I'm waiting till next year. They're like, what are you talking about? Like, I'm like, bro, I seen a cross on the chart. This thing's nah, this nigga, you got to get your head out the charts. No, bro, it did exactly what that's why I walk around it. Yo, bro, knowing information is wealth, not money. I could run out of money and still have this information and create new money. Like I'm beyond the relationship with money that they try to give us. You know what I'm saying? Like I can be ass broke, lose it all, and I'll create something and get back to it because I created a social connection of trust, which money is. You know what I'm saying? If people trust you, Knxtti, you have a record of doing this. Even if you're this, we get this. Like I know you. You know what I'm saying? My people have a connection to me. Even if the mail come late, they know it's coming great because when it come late, it be coming with extras. So a lot of people be like, I don't mind getting my thing late from this man because I ordered one hat and got four just because he sent them. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
It's a social trust. You got to keep that and you got to be honest with your community. Bro, I'm running late. Yo, people, I'm like, give me some time. I need some mental rest. I'm going to come back with the project, but I need some mental rest. People are scared to be human with their projects. They're scared to be human with their community. They think they have to be a robot. Like I have to get up. No, let the people know exactly what's going on so that when they have these experiences, when they have businesses, they understand it. The planet needs to understand it. We need to understand it. We built this fake understanding. It's not even the metaverse and all that type of stuff that's fake. It's the mentalities out here that's fake. That's I worry more about that than interacting with some robots. That's nothing. But the mentality that's out here, people got to understand exactly what's going on, bro.
Definitely. Those are some poignant thoughts to contemplate, man.
I'm telling you, it's crazy out here. But I think we need to educate. We need some more education. So this bear market came at a great time because I think a lot of new people are gonna interact with the market, and I think it's giving people that were in it a reason to really go out there and have to educate now, get you out your comfort zone because now you have to kind of get back on that. You know, everybody was laid back, money was coming in, NFT selling this, that. Everybody was kind of like, now we're gonna see who really for this space and who was just like here because it was a hot thing.
Yeah,
A lot of people are
got
running,
smashed. I got smashed with most of my profits from last year turned to dust.
Okay,
because
I know
because I was playing around with too many collaterals. Putting stuff up. I didn't learn how to discharge everything. Like if I maybe there's a way. But
you see me like all right. So DeFi, all right, Metaverse, DeFi, a lot of those things I never really. And people always used to say that, Knxtti, why you don't got your own land and your own this and that? I'm like, man, I'm waiting because I've been to Decentraland. A lot of my decisions in the crypto market came off of my experiences more so than what I was taught. Because if if I went with all of my teachers that taught me certain things, I'd have been into things I didn't want to be in. But I used to be scared of too many coins. And Sharia tell you this. I wish she was here. We only use coins that we had an interaction with. Like, all right, I'm getting mana because I'm buying things in Decentraland. I'm getting this because, and other people be like, get into this. And I was like, nah, we sticking close to Bitcoin because Bitcoin is the only one that I know at that time that changes from Bitcoin back to money. So I wasn't trying to get into too many different, or I was scared to like even lock up my money into certain protocols because I played with liquidity pooling, I played with all of that, but a lot of some of the CEOs and the vibes around certain projects is what used to scare me. Like I have to feel like the vibe of the community in order to say, yeah, I'm here and see the use case of the coin. But a lot of, I don't know, the crypto market just went for a different. I still feel confident in the technology. I just feel like the market, like a lot of people are going to get flushed out that came here just for the monetary value. But I see the technology still being super useful.
Yeah, I would have been if I didn't know about the technology, about how I'm securing my privacy, and even still know how to make a bag properly in it. I would have been wiped out completely and just been on the block hustling CDs again or something.
Now, I know you know. I know you know. To
But
you know what I mean?
yeah, fortunately, I do know that and I've already recovered, and also from them times, I got hella. I was buying hardware. That's what I was doing.
Exactly.
I bought
I
like
know.
I have like 15 miners going. If you hear some buzzing in the background, it's not because my mic is bad. It's because I got a Bitcoin, I got Doge,
Yep.
Litecoin,
Yep.
Monero, Flux. I'm mining everything I can.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. You see it from a different point of view. You see in the technology side, like stocks has this, the dollar has this, but people don't put it the same way. Like the dollar be down and nobody even cares because they don't even see it on the chart or no. They just still spending a dollar. It still
Right.
has its utility. It still has its use case. It's the same thing. An Ethereum could be down. I can still buy NFTs right now with it, or get into certain projects that I want, or pay a developer to do something, or I can still use it. So that's why I'm
Exactly.
like, it's down, but it's not really down if you're in deep. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you just got to know
Yeah.
how to interact with it.
And,
Yeah.
and and the more we start like detaching these cryptos from the
Yes.
US dollars and just start
Yes.
going off the value of the crypto,
Yes.
it's gonna be a whole different world. And
Exactly.
that's sort of what one of the visions I think was for this, so that we could
It
break free
was.
of Federal Reserve.
Tim C. May, all those guys, David Cham. If you go back and watch all of those conversations from those cypherpunks, those original people that were originally building crypto, like those guys give you information that it wasn't about the monetary, it was just about the freedom to share. You know what I'm saying? It was just about, I can send an encrypted email over here without people trying to get in there and see what we're saying. It was just the interaction with humans that are far from you, or you know what I'm saying? Like that's all it was.
Mhm.
But they turned it into a monetary thing where it's just like investment. Oh, they brought the whole Wall Street back into the crypto market. That's what they
Mhm.
created it. You know, I seen
Yeah.
all of the Wall Street bets guys run into here after that stuff happened with I forgot the stock that went crazy. I seen them run into the crypto space, on Reddit,
GameStop.
GameStop and all that. They ran into the crypto space. That's when you seen that boom. That's when Elon was talking about Dogecoin and all that kind and all that meme coin stuff started going crazy. All of
Mhm.
that, I seen that coming, man. Like I seen a lot of this stuff coming. Really, like I seen a lot of this stuff coming. There's stuff that we got to talk about, but on here we could be limited. But there's so much stuff that went on that I seen coming early. Like this is part of the market, bro. Like it's on the charts. Like this is part of the market. It's all algorithm, bro. This world is
So
so run by numbers more than we think it is.
yeah, yeah, and it's interesting that numbers even have the word numb in it,
Yep,
which is like
exactly.
when you're numb to things and leave the emotions out. You can there there's a benefit to it,
Yes,
and
yes.
there's also a detriment. So you gotta know the benefit of the numbness and of the numbers, and also the detriment. It's
That's
all
true.
the two-edged sword. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly. Just like a Discord channel. When I heard, I'm like, Discord. Why would I want the people to be in Discord? I want them to be in unison. And then people are like, what are you talking about? I'm like,
Yeah,
like
that word always done trip me out. I was trolling the Illuminati NFT people, the truth people, when they was talking some about the Discord, and I posted on they joint. I said New World Discorder, and they liked that shit. They had to retweet it. That
facts.
that's a NFT project that I'm looking to get into, like probably today. I was me being Illuminati Congo, I wanted to mint when they was minting. I don't know if you know which one I'm talking about.
Nah.
They the people who did the Goblin Town. What the
Oh,
Goblin
word?
Town? But they did it anonymously, and then eventually revealed that they were the Illuminati, the Truth Team. And so I originally wanted to mint one of these Illuminatis because I was like, man, I could use one of these for an album cover or
Exactly.
something.
Exactly.
It's totally my art. So, but I missed the mint, and then when I seen them at the price they was at after the mint, I was like, man, I catch them at a better price. But Now they
Going
almost
up.
up at one Ethereum once they revealed that they were the creators of the
Of it.
Goblin Town. What the fucks? And I just think that they're positioning themselves to be like the next Yuga Labs or on a similar level as them,
Mm-hmm.
and that they me being dealing with the same aesthetic. That's a community that I
Exactly.
know I could get love in, and
Exactly.
I'm willing to share because I see that they're on real illumination. They not just
Right.
like using the
The
name
name.
as
Yeah.
a
Clickbait.
gimmick. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I'm probably gonna sell all my sandbox
Hey.
to, to get
Hey.
it. And I don't care anymore because when I start, it's like what you were saying. I've been in sandbox. I've
Mm-hmm.
played there and I don't care about it. I'm gonna be real. If
Exactly.
somebody
Exactly.
offers me a gig there to do a show, I'll come and make some money, whatever. But am I going to be spending a lot of time? Am I going to be advertising to people in Sandbox? Is that something that I really have to think about it? Is it something that I really want to use?
Mm-hmm.
Mm, not necessarily.
Yep.
Do I want my Decentraland name? Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
that's about it. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
If there's something I can have a little ownership to for a good math, I get it. But I'm not really trying to stack bags for Metaverse play.
Exactly.
Uh, when I'm stacking my own skills as a person that could get hired
Exactly.
to come to that Metaverse and make money there.
That's what I try to show people. Like even with the whole metaverse thing, I always knew, all right, I'm an artist. Everybody, you need to get your. I'm like, man, I'm an artist. I could create the art and have people put it in there. Like I understand my value. When you understand
Hmm.
your value, a lot of stuff outwardly starts to be devalued. Like certain things that they give you. Like I don't need a whole bunch of gold on my neck for people to see value in me, bro. I have ideas and thought. Like I can materialize this. Like I don't need a lot of the stuff that people need. Some people need it. Us creators, we don't need a lot of that. We just creating, we find pleasure in our creation and we're trying to keep creating. You know what I'm
Hmm.
saying? That's it. But a lot of this outside stuff that we put value into stocks, I always said that. Like, I'm not gonna go and put my portfolio crazy in stocks, and I can put my portfolio into me, like the
Right.
projects that I'm doing. Nobody would give me any money. Like my whole life, I could never stand up in front of somebody and say, "Yo, this is what I'm thinking about doing. Can you invest in it?" But I'm gonna go as soon as I get my money, and then go to the same people that said, "Hey, you can't get none of this." You know what I'm saying? And give my money to them. Like, "Hey, I'm investing into your thing because it sounds good." Like, bro, I could build my small company. I could have 1,000 people. Everybody wants 20,000 people on their Instagram. I could have 1,000 people that interact with me for the year, and I can live great off of that alone. People
Right.
are too greedy. They want to overconsume. They see it on TV, so they gotta have billions of dollars. They gotta have a house where they're not even living in all of these rooms, and then they're selfish. They don't want nobody in it. Like it's overindulgence, bro. It's
Yeah.
overindulgence, bro.
For sure. For sure. So
And the word is fixing it.
yeah. These are all things that we got to consider because
Yep.
there's definitely a lot of overindulgence and then like clout chasing and people attempting to be I don't know, look, present themselves in a certain way
Mm-hmm.
that seems uh like they got it all
Mm-hmm.
figured out
It's
already.
it's
And
only good for those companies. It's only good for those companies. A lot of listen, I've been, and I'm not scared to say it. I've been in the hip hop market. I move around with hip hop artists, bro. A lot of them is not. A lot of people think it is what it ain't. You know what I'm saying? A
yeah,
lot of them
for sure.
don't have control over their finances. They're still on somebody handling their money for them. They're still on somebody giving them a stipend to go get stuff. And like it's not what you see. A lot of stuff is just content because we become so fiend out for content. That's another thing driving me. As much as I love social media, like Instagram pains me because I see everybody doing the same dumb thing to the same dumb song and the same. Like I'm seeing human programming at its height in front of me every day. I have to pick up this phone and witness humans being programmed. I'm like, what?
Yeah, That's why I saw some article today. I didn't read it, but it was like Kevin Hart talking with Jay-Z. I guess they
Mm-hmm.
had that conversation,
Mm-hmm.
and it was something about he they were talking about if black celebrities came together, what would the potential be, or what would happen or something. And I'm a watched whatever interview it was on the screen later, but
I
it
gotta see
just
that.
made it just made me think about uh okay, people that aren't celebrities, uh we not even we won't even do that for each other. We won't unite when while we're not celebrities
Mm-hmm.
and millionaires.
Mm-hmm.
We because all of us are I don't know why. I don't know why it's hard.
Conditioned.
Yeah, it seems like people don't want to. I don't know if people get that our greatest one of our greatest resources is our community, and that when we're on like social media to big up other people is it.
It's the it's the mindset as a whole, Congo. It's the mindset as a whole. All right, all right. Because it's very easy to change, and the reason why I say it's very easy to change. I seen what the Black Panthers just standing up changed the whole mindset of everybody. Just an afro and a leather jacket changed everybody's mindset.
Mm-hmm,
Right now, we're being fed the worst music ever. These kids is drilling. Like these kids are really outside killing behind music, bro.
mm-hmm,
You understand? I seen the whole Chicago Chief Keef Twitter. I seen like the whole thing. DJ Academics is somebody that us as a people, if we were on a frequency, he should be brought to justice because I think that he elevated that whole Chicago drill scene. They weren't really doing that, and I talked to a lot of people from Chicago. They weren't really on that clout shit, like killing each other heavily like this before him. When he
mm-hmm,
started saying, "Hey, he's the top demon in Chicago," and yo, he's Fredro Santana, the demon. He started calling them demons and giving them these egos that made them. He put them in front of people where it's like, "Oh, he the top killer. I gotta kill him." He made that whole. Yo. They used to be on Twitter catching points, saying it like, "Yo, just caught a
mm-hmm,
hit." On Twitter, bro, it's the mindset, the music, all of this stuff that's being fed to us, the visuals. This is what rich look like. You a broke nigga. I walk around my neighborhood all day and don't even worry. You know why? Because to them I look like a broke nigga, so I don't have to
mm-hmm,
worry about nothing. They not even. They ain't even seeing me in they whatever they vibe they in. I'm off that frequency. We
right.
being fed. We being fed these looks, this music, all that type of stuff. If there was a change in that, then it would be. I see more people that do positive music trying to conform with negative music than people that's doing negative music trying to conform with positive music. And that's why I always loved reggae because I felt like reggae was the only music where a bad man like Bounty Killer still have a song about Selassie. That to me is what made me love reggae because I'm like, this is balance. The baddest nigga in reggae still got a song about Josh, got a song about his mama, still got a song
Mm-hmm,
about loving his girl. So to me, it's more reality. But a rapper, when they bad, they just gangster all day. Fuck this
mm-hmm.
bitch. I got guns on me. I got racks. There's no goodness to them. You don't even picture this kid going and hugging his mother. But
And
this is the image.
it's becoming like the spirit, or I won't say the spirit, but it's like the attitude of some of our the people that are supposed to be
Leaders.
leaders in the
Yeah,
community.
they're rappers
It's
now.
like that they're taking on like these attitudes and imagery
Hmm.
of some of this other stuff, and it's really is not. That's why I love Selassie,
I love
because
them too. Fact.
you you're not
That's
you're
facts.
not gonna see any of the way people are trying to be leaders in His Majesty. His
Nope.
Majesty never tried to be a leader.
Conform.
He
Yeah,
just be the example
exactly.
and stick to the education and culture like to a T.
Yep.
That's he just stuck to the game plan and had no and that's like as to your point with the reggae. Like if I didn't have Rastafari as my foundation,
I know.
who knows what type of things I would have been chasing
Mm-hmm.
uh, throughout the
Likewise.
years.
Mm-hmm.
Who knows what types of things I would have got duped uh, by the media, or by different plays that people are doing. But luckily, that's why we always talk about gradation and foundation in Rasta. That's truly what Ethiopia and Haile Selassie is for Ras. Like,
Mm-hmm.
we don't, the potential to go astray when those are the foundations are very, very
Very, yeah,
thin. It's
yeah,
very thin.
yep. That's a fact. Yo, we living in some
Yeah,
interesting.
Bridget.
We listening to some
This is a
interesting
great
times, bro.
conversation, man.
Nah, facts, cause it's natural, and
For sure.
it's natural, bro.
For sure.
Yep. But
For
I
sure.
just
So
see so
your name Nati,
come from
that
yes.
come from some Rasta influence.
Of course, my parents are from Barbados, but I'm from Flatbush, Brooklyn. So all of my influence was either Haitian, you know what I'm saying, or Rasta. That's the only two. Haitian people were the first entrepreneurs I ever seen, and I always loved them because they were the underdogs. When I was young, a Haitian person, even if you were other Caribbean, used to give Haitian people problems. You feel me? Because they spoke a different language, so that's what
Mm.
made them different from the
Mm-hmm.
rest of us, and that forced them. This is the same crypto thing. We coming
Mm-hmm.
back to the same that forced them to create an economy of their own amongst Haitian people because we talk different. We can't do business with them. Like, all right, so we're gonna create a strong community for just Haitian people, and that's what my neighborhood is. It's a strong Haitian community where the Haitian people buy Haitian patties. They go support the stores with their products from home. You feel me? So from young, they showed me
Haiti and Ethiopia. Those
exactly
are Haiti and Ethiopia is the two places that was able
two
to
places.
really show the
Strength.
down pressers
Yes,
that that they can't necessarily always have it their way.
exactly,
Uh, there's
exactly.
there's no there's no other nations that did that in the strength of voodoo. I love Haiti too because here in
Mm-hmm.
Chicago, the founder of Chicago was from Haiti.
Real talk?
Jean Jean Baptiste Dusable
I
from
never knew that.
Haiti. He a black man in the 1700s. You know what I'm saying? The late 1700s founded Chicago. And this is what's so funny,
What?
that this is the official story that
Mm-hmm.
Jean Baptiste Dusable started his little encampment of a huge, he was a businessman like you was talking about. He set up this uh like this port, on Lake Michigan, and right near this one of the main roads, the Indian roads. His lady was Native American Indian,
Mm.
and so they had this business where they would take care of all the people traveling through with anything they needed, like basically a Woolworth or a
Right.
Walmart or something. They had a store like that. Uh, and he's credited with being the first person to set up the like a city encampment here in Chicago. Now he a black
Mm.
dude, but they say
Mm-hmm.
that black people were slaves until when?
Nah, that's
Black
cap.
people, right? It's all
That's cap.
capping. There
They
was
were
there
they
was
were
something
free
else
people walking
happening
around.
here.
Exactly. There was something else happening. There were free men walk. I believe that they were free. I believe the disconnect with Africa and us was since back. I don't know. Maybe I'm talking crazy, but I feel like there were rich black people that seen slaves and thought of them as like they African, like they not us. I think that disconnect ain't just happened through. I think there was a disconnect. You know what I'm saying already. I think there were
Mm-hmm.
people here that looked at themselves as something other than. But because
Mm-hmm.
everybody was not here, every black person is slave. Like all of that is crazy. Even with the Chinese going over there to the West Coast, I learned so much about the Chinese being on the West Coast way before these people. Like they've been there, and it makes sense. Like China's right there. Like when you start to really see how small the world is and start to really understand, the history that we've been given is all these people ever had. The only way they ever ruled the world is through history. They never ruled it physically, ever.
Mm-hmm.
This was ruled through
Mm-hmm.
history. These are lies and stories and concepts that people give us, but it's not true.
And that's and it's how you could tell the psychology of either who you're conversing with, whatever history they tell you, or you could tell the psychology of your oppressor if it's coming from a book that your kids or you are supposed to read to pass through certain schools. Like that's you think about the publishing companies or the people
Mm-hmm.
who
Mm-hmm.
are the people who are in charge of putting
Mm-hmm.
the lessons and the knowledge and selecting which particular stories will be shared in
Exactly.
these books. Like
Exactly.
this is related to science as well. Like the things people know in biology,
Mm-hmm.
they're getting a doctrine, they're getting a specific dogma, and they think they're getting science. So then
Mm-hmm.
everything they do later on in life that that they're viewing through science, they're running through the same lens of what they learned indoctrinated by in
Exactly.
grammar school or high school or even college, because who is providing the lens that we are using
To look
to
through.
look at the world or to analyze the experiment? It's we got to
And
go to the root of that. And when you go to the root of that, you
exactly.
see it's like Rockefellers and Rothschilds and
Yep.
the Carnegies, and
Yep.
these niggas had all types of ulterior motives for the knowledge that they was putting, for the trick knowledge that they was putting inside of these books.
Yes, bro. Like every self-help book on a wealthy, all the wealth books, they're all from the same Earl Nightingale. They're from the same lineage. Like they're from that same Rockefeller. It's from that same. I read all of them. I read all of them, and
Mhm.
whenever I'm like, it's from the same. It coming from the
Yeah,
same
Andrew
source.
Carnegie.
Carnegie.
That's the main person
Exactly.
that they talking about in Think and Grow Rich for sure.
Exactly. All that come from the same. I seen the shift of the world when I seen the 48 Laws of Power come out. And I just tweeted that today, I think. Or I put that up somewhere. 48 Laws of Power come out. Robert Greene, he drops that. Before that, it was a different vibe out here. After that, everybody became kind of Machiavellian. Like everybody wanted to monetize everything. I seen the dressing get more flashy and loud. You know, the jewelry got more flashy and loud because in the book it said if you want to command power, you have to be flash. I seen the whole mentality. I've been studying human programming for so long. I sit back and watch. I'm the fly on the wall. I'm the type of person that'd be in the crowd and people would be like, "Naughty, antisocial." No, I'm just amazed by society. I like to sit back and see. All right,
When
I like to see that, bro.
when fly on wall PFP. When we need that, bro. We need the fly
Facts.
on wall PFP
Fly.
collection.
I might have to put that out because I'm really a fly on the wall in a lot of situations. I sat back and watched a lot of things that go on in society and just see how people react. You know, even sometimes a lot of people have a problem with me because I'm a psychological person, so I don't look at confrontation as a problem. Like I don't mind saying some shit that's gonna piss you the fuck off, and a lot of people don't fuck with me because of that. Like he gonna say some like he's confrontational. No, I'm trying to force thought. That's all it is. Like, is there another way to this? Like, we gotta force thought. We gotta be thought provoking without being so emotional. I think the world just been turned into some like the frequency is off. So everybody's like anything you say to somebody, they're so self conscious. Like people get like tripped off real easy. They don't
Mm-hmm.
understand, you know. And then
Yeah,
there's people out there
taking it
that's
personal.
yeah, they take it too bro. There's people that I'll just unfollow them. Right? These are people I know that's personal to me. Like I'll unfollow them. It's beef. This nigga unfollow me, bro. I just didn't want to see the content you putting up. It's not that I hate you. I don't hate you or none of that. I didn't even understand that you could mute. So I never did the mute thing. I used to just unfollow, and I had so many people that hated me because of that. But it's not that. It's just like if I'm going through something at the time and I can't take certain content, I will stop following it because I didn't want to. You know what I'm saying? I didn't want to engage stuff. I take my mentality that seriously. Like
You
if I don't
have
want it
to.
to come in, I don't want it to come in. You know what I
people
mean?
people have to take their mental health, put
They
it as a
don't.
priority.
They
And
don't.
it's the other thing that people can't do is deal with negativity too well, and. in in like in a spiritual community, or a community of people that's supposed to be conscious or whatever, that ought to be the easiest place
Exactly.
to deal with negativity, because you
They overstand it.
yeah,
Yo.
you're in the overstanding. But when I think that very often the opposite thing happens, because people are moving from a state of uh they think high vibrations are something more important, or they think a certain way is the better way.
To
uh
be.
yeah,
Yeah.
instead of accepting that there's times of negativity, and that's why Christ was teaching
Mm-hmm.
how to keep loving when those things were happening, because if both people go to negativity,
It's
if
over.
everyone goes there,
Yeah.
then it's over with. There has to be some type of, and there's always going to be fluctuation. So the if the message is at least that, for us to ground with love, with acceptance and understanding,
Mm-hmm.
and we make that a priority for ourselves and then for others, then it's I think we really get somewhere as humanity. Everything that
Yep.
Christ, that Selassie laid down, that Buddha laid down, that Garvey laid down, you find these same teachings even in Garvey's
Yep.
words.
Yep.
It's There are things for us to contemplate, consider, and then build and add on, like I
Exactly.
see you doing. I see us both doing, Brethren.
Both. Trust me.
Yeah.
Both of us. And just to say this, I know you have that overstanding, because there was a time when I needed space from everything. You know what I'm saying? And you were the brother that reached out to me out of everybody, bro. Because you know how they say check on people even in their bad times. You were the only
Hmm.
person that was reaching out, like, yo, bro, everything good, like this and that. Like even sometimes I was negative. I'm admitting this. I'm saying that. I'm a
Hmm.
truthful person. Even sometimes I was negative because I was dealing with so much negativity. It was on me heavy.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, everybody around me is like, everybody's in, I need everybody from around me so I can see who's really for me. And you was a bro that kept reaching out. Yo, bro, you okay? You good? If there's a problem, let's converse. Most people don't do that. They just taking this like, you know what I'm saying? That
Yeah.
taught me a big lesson in myself them times too. Cause I'm like, yo, the understanding the level that Congo move with, even in your thoughts and your tweets and when you talking. Certain things people just go off of words that you place there and they go crazy. I see them in the they'll just go Illuminati or just a word that you when they miss the whole thing that you just spread out, plain and simple. So your overstanding, bro, and the way that you interact with the community is a very needed thing, bro. Because not that many people have reached that level. Myself is working to reach a level of understanding where it's like really peace. Like there's no op. There's nothing to fight. You just gotta get in your lane, understand life, be kind of like when people are off or people are on another. Be kind of what's the word? Empathetic with them. You gotta
Hmm.
kind of like sympathize with them and let them
Hmm.
do what they do and come back with another understanding and re-engage them. I never
Yeah.
really seen that done before. I never seen
Well,
that,
thank you. It's sort of what come natural, because I we the things that's most important for I and I is really I and I,
bro. Yeah,
so the other parts, those are what'll fade away.
yeah,
The stuff that don't serve us, that all fades away. But I and I, we gonna stay. So
facts,
it just makes sense to just make sure to keep building upon the unification, the solidarity, and the love. And when it's right time for anything unlike that to fall away, it will. But we can never
right,
push those things to fall away, because
exactly,
then that's forcing like a banana to get ripe before it's
mm-hmm,
time, and
mm-hmm.
that's not gonna taste right.
Exactly. Or give you the nutrition you need.
Right.
Yeah, facts. Yeah, real things, man.
Yeah, Brethren. This has been a good build. I think we will probably seal up in a couple minutes, just to make sure we don't overdo it.
Facts.
But we're gonna have to do it again.
I'm
Uh,
with that. I'm with that, bro.
yeah, for sure. Because I know we got more to build on, and you got tons of value to add to to the audience, especially if I get some more specific, detailed questions for people here and there. So,
This was great too, though. This I feel like this was a. I feel like anybody that sees this got a great. They got a great interview because it's not an interview. Like this is me and my bro talking for the first time, really like talking. You know what I'm saying? Beyond the
for
Twitter and
sure.
all that. So y'all was privy to a real conversation, bro. It was no setup. It's like real thing. I like these more than I don't like the interview thing. I like
Yeah,
the conversation. You know what I mean? So
for sure. For
yeah,
sure. Me
this
too.
was good. This was relaxing. You know, good
Yeah.
vibes, bro.
Yeah, definitely. And that's so before we go, do tell me a little about the art that we looking at in the back right there.
Oh, this is all my art, Naughty. This is my real like known character because everybody sees me do like Red Bears and all these different things. But all of my art started from this character right here. And this was like 2019 when I started drawing this character. I just kept seeing like a skinless humanity. Like I wanted my art to kind of appeal to anybody, not a black art, not white art, just humanity. So I said the only way I'll appeal to everybody is if I kind of like take the skin off of him and then deal with real human things around
Hmm.
just him in the middle, him being the focal point and
Hmm.
just things that are going on, Twitter, you see like Twitter, the information, Article 19 void is information in all these pieces. Like I'm writing
Yeah,
things that if you're smart enough to go on Google and say, let me see what he's saying. I do it kind of like in plain sight. I don't kind of try to make it too hard to decode. I want you to know the information.
right.
So I put it blatant on there, and it just grew into a thing. Like I got a lot of collectors. Dame Dash has one now. Like a
Dope.
few people. Yeah, I got some people that's looking into the collection now. When I finish this collection, so and
Yeah, these are fresh.
I'm keeping a lot of my art because I do a lot of studying. So I watch Basquiat. I watch all these people, and selling art is important, but so is keeping art and keeping a catalog for your family. So if you're an artist out there and you're creating and you see this, don't keep thinking about selling, selling, selling. You better keep some of your pieces from certain collections and all that. Catalog that for your family because there's as much money in touring art as there is in selling art. You could keep some of your pieces and tour that for the rest of its life. Go to different
Mhm.
museums and stuff like that and rent that out, and your family be good for life. So don't sell out.
Yeah,
That's
for
it.
sure, for
That
sure.
yeah, don't sell out.
Yeah, I
Keep
like the
some.
block. I like the how it's a block style. Like
Yeah,
the face, it it got a block, but it
yep,
also is rounded. It's a dope thing. I've been seeing that. That was like the first art I was seeing from you. That and some of the dope little just writings and things
exactly.
you would do.
Yep,
Yeah, so this is
that's my
this is what
real.
I associate with Naughty before the rare bears for sure.
Exactly, exactly.
But I
And it's
still got
funny.
my rare bear too. I got
Yeah,
that
keep
that loyalty bear too, that
exactly.
which I really like the colors on that one
Mm-hmm.
pop so dope. Like the
Mm-hmm.
first one I got, uh I like it and I got it there chilling. But that other one, whenever I'm scrolling through,
You
the
see that one.
colors just be like, dang. Yeah,
Exactly. And that one I airdropped to everybody that had, one of the collections. So that's just to let y'all know, like I'm still there. Just give me
for
time and
sure,
I'm gonna
for
build it up.
sure.
Because a lot of people, oh, the Rare Bears is over this and that. I'm like, man, these people don't understand a project. Like it takes 5 years for a business to even start to say it's a business. Like things take time. And I think we have been disconnected with the time it takes to create something of real value. Like everything is microwave overnight, press print. We're not the Fed. We can't just print,
Hmm.
print, print. Our things take time. We putting quality and value into the people. So just hang on and wait, and you will see one day what this was really all about. We're still in the beginning learning too. I'm not
That's
afraid
it.
to tell people that we're learning right now. We learning. This is something new. Like we engaged this thing really early. Like NFTs just came and we were on it. So we're going through a
Yeah.
learning process too, just like the community.
Yeah, and that's what makes it fun,
Yep.
and that's why no one has to feel overwhelmed to get in. Be like, man,
Yep.
it's too late for me to get in. Nope,
Nah,
it's
it's
bear
early.
market, and we all still learning. So
Yep.
jump on in.
Yep. Exactly.
But yo, brethren, yo, we
Yes,
give
sir.
thanks and praise for the ability to come together in unity and build upon productive,
Hmm.
insightful uh, topics. We're gonna do it
Hmm.
again too. Make
I'm
sure
with
to
that.
check my brethren out on Twitter at coin. Is it at
Going God
CoinGodX or
X.
just
Yep.
at And then at is it Nati? The way it's spelled here on Instagram.
Yep, KNXTTI. That's it.
All
But
right,
Nati or CoinGodX, you can catch me on both
beautiful,
platforms. I have both of those.
cool, cool. All
Yep.
right, y'all. Perfect love. We'll holla at y'all soon.
Love, King.